Do you ever get that dizzying feeling that the internet is barreling forward at 100 miles per hour and everyone expects you to sprint right along with it? We are constantly being asked to pump out endless videos, podcasts, and social clips, all while pretending it is no big deal to keep up that frantic pace. Having produced hundreds of videos myself, I can tell you from experience that creator burnout is absolutely not a myth. But here is the vital lesson I have learned along the way. AI doesn't kill your creativity. Instead, it speeds up the boring, repetitive parts so you can finally focus on what matters. In this video, I am walking you through my go-to AI stack that shaves hours off every edit and reveals how one simple workflow tweak guarantees your content gets better with every upload. I will cover the usual suspects and why they are useful, but I will also show you where they fall short and how a tool called Vizard fits into a real-world workflow in a way that actually makes sense. Let us start with the first tiny miracle, tools that instantly lop off all the dead air and those awkward verbal flubs. If you have ever sat there replaying a single clip 20 times just to trim half a second of awkward silence, you know exactly how painful that process is. Gling is one of those fantastic trendsetters in this space, as it automatically detects pauses, ums, and on-camera mistakes to give you a clean, rough cut. That saved me countless hours back when I was still manually scrubbing through hours of footage. It is fast, simple, and dumbly effective for the single specific task of getting rid of dead space. But here is the catch. Gling is only awesome at that one thing, which is cutting. If you need to take that cleaned up footage and turn it into a stack of platform-ready clips, you are right back to hand slicing or searching for another solution. That is exactly where the idea of stitching specific tools together becomes critically important. Which brings me to planning, because the messy edit often starts before you even hit the record button. Not having the right B-roll, missing a crucial line, or realizing mid-edit that you forgot to demonstrate something, those errors compound quickly. My go-to for planning is Google Gemini. You just drop your script in, ask for B-roll ideas, and it gives you actionable shot lists and animation concepts. It is like having a professional producer in your pocket at all times. Gemini's integration can also analyze your existing uploads to suggest pacing and topic angles, which is incredibly useful for iterating on your style. Still, even Gemini won't publish for you or automatically handle your posting cadence. It is brilliant at ideas and structure, but it simply isn't a one-stop shop for turning long-form content into dozens of short posts across platforms. Now let us talk about editing like you are editing text. If you have not used a script, just imagine cutting a video by simply deleting words in a document. Did you fumble a line? You just delete it from the transcript and the video clip edits itself? Captions also auto-generate, which makes it a mind-melting workflow for long-form content and makes cutting out filler words a total breeze. Descript is brilliant for fine-grained transcript edits, but once again, it is a single-purpose tool. It does not automatically find the viral moments or schedule posts for you. You can export clips, sure, but if your weekly content plan needs 50 microclips across multiple platforms, doing that export and upload dance is tedious. That is why repurposing tools like Recast Studio exist. They scan a long video, pick the most engaging moments, and auto-generate short clips with captions and zoom cuts. It is perfect when you want to quickly pump out short-form content without manually combing through hours of footage. Recast, however, often gives you a handful of decent clips and still expects you to handle scheduling, captions cleanup, and cross-platform variations. Also, depending on the creator, you might want more control over which specific moments are highlighted. Recast is smart, but it is not a human editor. For flashy visual work, Runway ML is basically a cheat code. Removing backgrounds without a green screen, motion tracking, frame interpolation, and AI color grading, it all looks professional without needing a PhD in After Effects. If you want to replace a noisy background or add cinematic depth, Runway is your friend. But Runway is not a publishing platform, meaning it will not convert your polished long-form session into bite-sized posts and schedule them for you. The same goes for Adobe Podcast, which is a literal lifesaver for cleaning echoey audio and clarifying vocals. It removes background noise and lets you choose how aggressive the cleanup should be, which is a game changer for creators who don't have treated rooms. After hearing all this, you are probably thinking, cool, so I need 6 different tools just to make one episode behave? That is the trap. Each tool is great at its niche, but patching them together becomes work itself. That is exactly where Vizard comes in for me as the missing link in a creator's AI toolbox. Vizard does 3 simple things, but it does them in a way that saves hours. It auto-edits viral clips, auto-schedules them, and manages your content calendar. That sounds basic, but the time savings compound fast, giving you your weekends back. Here is how I actually use everything together in a real workflow. I plan with Gemini, record, and then run the raw file through Gling or Descript. Then I import the clean master into Vizard. It scans the video, locates the high engagement moments, and spits out dozens of ready-to-post clips. It will even suggest which clips are best for TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts based on runtime and energy. You tell Vizard how often you want to post, and its auto-schedule starts dropping clips into your calendar. Need to tweak a caption or swap a thumbnail? Do it right in the content calendar. Want to postpone a clip to next month because a trend died down? Drag and drop scheduling handles it instantly. Want to repurpose the same clip with a different caption for LinkedIn? Just duplicate and edit and you are done. That level of frictionless control is what turns a one-off upload into a real distribution machine. Compare that to Recast. It finds clips, sure, but you still manually schedule and maintain your calendar across platforms. And compare that to Descript. It is brilliant for transcript edits, but not for bulk distribution. Runway and Adobe Podcast address quality, not reach, whereas Vizard fills the gap between quality and scale. And yes, pricing and user experience matter, because some tools charge per minute or force you into expensive tiers just to export more clips. Others are excellent, but built for VFX artists and not marketers, while Vizard is optimized for creators who want to build a content empire. A bonus that people often miss: Vizard's algorithm learns what clips perform better over time. You can A/B test thumbnails, captions, and posting times, and Vizard lets you see trends so your future edits improve. That is how you get that 1% improvement every upload that compounds into real channel growth. Let me be clear. I am not telling you to ditch the other tools. Use Google Gemini for planning and ideation. Use Descript when you want surgical transcript editing, and use Runway for cinematic fixes. But if your goal is to consistently turn long-form content into short, native, platform-ready clips and maintain a sane publishing schedule, Vizard is the glue. It does the clip discovery, the multi-platform formatting, and the scheduling all in one place. To sum up the workflow: plan with Gemini, clean with Gling or Descript, polish audio in Adobe Podcast, and then let Vizard take over the heavy lifting. You are left with a system that scales, not one that burns you out. Quick recap: Gling for dead space removal, Gemini for planning, Descript for transcript first editing, and Recast Studio for quick clips. Runway ML for pro-level visual effects, Adobe Podcast for clean audio, and Vizard to handle the viral discovery and platform distribution. If you are juggling content and starting to feel squeezed, my advice is simple: use each tool for what it is best at, but make Vizard your distribution hub. It is the difference between making content and actually getting it seen on a repeatable schedule. Automation isn't about being lazy, it is about letting your creative energy focus on concepts and storytelling while the machines handle the tedious muscle work. Alright, I want to hear from you. What AI tool has saved you the most time? Drop it in the comments below, because I am always hunting for that next shiny thing. And if you are trying to scale content without losing your weekends, try stitching this workflow together for 1 month and you will see how much time you reclaim. Thanks for sticking with me, and if this helped, show some love with a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more practical creator workflows. I will see you in the next one. Keep creating and let the tools do the heavy lifting.